Welcome to the Del Walmsley Radio Show. Listen and grow as Del questions the status quo, encourages you to think differently, and empowers you to make a better life. Get ready as Del challenges core beliefs, seeks the truth, and reveals the roadmap to the lifestyle you really want. And now your host, multi-millionaire, national award-winning investor, CEO and founder of Lifestyles Unlimited, Del Walmsley.
Wow. Welcome to the show, everybody. You know, I'm sitting in the multimillionaire's chair. I'm sitting in the CEO's chair. I have snuck into Del Walmsley's private office, and I'm going to do radio today for you. My name is Al Gordon. I am a proud member of Lifestyles Unlimited. I've been a member of Lifestyles Unlimited for, let's see, how many years now? It's been about 7 years. I joined in 2017, and I joined specifically because I had a income problem. See, what I had tried to do was I had tried to retire myself off of a pension that I earned after serving 27 years in the United States Army, and I had a problem. You want to know what the problem was? The problem was the pension paid me 1/3 of what I used to make when I was serving on active duty. So there was a giant sucking sound in my checking account. There's no other way to describe it. I was trying to live off of 1/3 of what I used to make, but my bills were still where they were when I left the military. And I had a huge, huge financial problem. I had an income problem. I didn't have enough money coming into my household to meet the requirements of my household. But my household still had requirements. You know what that's like, right? You totally know what that's like. So what did I do? Well, I did like every other military retiree does. I went back into the workforce because that's what we're trained to do. And then in 2017, I heard this guy by the name of Del Walmsley on the radio, and he told me some things that resonated with me. And we're going to try and do a little of that for you today. We're going to tell you some things that are going to resonate with you, because on today's show, I have some guests from the great state of Hawaii. Yeah, they've gotten up real early in the morning to talk to you guys. But more importantly, what I want you to understand is that my guests today, Jason and Kelly, they come from a completely different world than the world that I came from. But here's the thing. We had the same common problem. We had the exact same problem. We had an income problem. And when we identified the income problem, we identified that an organization like Lifestyles Unlimited was uniquely positioned to help us with that income problem. So how does Lifestyles Unlimited help us with that income problem? Well, it's real simple. They teach us how to invest correctly in real estate assets. And those real estate assets start paying us 5 or 6 different ways depending on the asset class. Now, my guests today, Jason and Kelly, they're investing in single-family and multifamily properties. They are changing the trajectory of their life. As a matter of fact, I think Jason might actually tell you later on in the show that, you know, he's got real estate that is replacing his income from work. I mean, that's a pretty cool place to be. So let's do this. Let's bring Jason and Kelly onto the show. First of all, before I do that, I got to tell you, these guys are like famous. They've been on all kinds of TV shows. Yeah, we're going to get into that too. Why? Really? People that are TV stars come to Lifestyles Unlimited? Yes, people that are TV stars come to Lifestyles Unlimited. I told you, we get everybody from all walks of life because everybody from all walks of life has that same common problem that Jason, Kelly, and I had. So with no further ado, let me bring Jason and Kelly onto the show. Jason? Kelly?
Hey,
aloha.
How's it, Al?
Aloha.
Aloha. Oh, man, you guys are super troopers. I mean, you got up real early in the morning to do this radio show with me, and I got to say thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
So what's the weather like in Hawaii right now?
Oh, right now the stars are shining very bright.
So it's true. You did get up very early in the morning because you guys are in a completely different time zone than I am. I mean, I'm in Texas. You guys are in Hawaii. But ironically, we're Lifestyles Unlimited members. Did I get that background correct? Did you guys have an income problem, and is that why you became members of Lifestyles Unlimited?
Yes, I knew that the job that my career as a Hawaii lifeguard, it wouldn't be enough if I was to retire. I mean, it would be just like there's 1/3 of my income. I would have to live off of. And living in Hawaii is like, oh, that's like double impossible.
Kelly, have you had your coffee yet? Are you okay? Do we need this? Oh, you okay?
No.
Okay. I was going to say we could wait a couple hours to do this radio if you need, to wake up a little bit.
No, it was the same with me too. I felt like I just had to just work more overtime, and just work harder and longer and be away from the children just to make ends meet or go on a vacation. And I knew that, this wasn't going to be a healthy lifestyle for the next, however many years. And we're kind of looking for a solution.
I mean, you guys are involved in what I would consider our blue collar kind of jobs. I mean, you're a lifeguard, Jason. Kelly, you're a nurse, and
yes.
you guys work pretty darn hard. I mean, it's not like those are professions where you just kind of show up and you sit around and you wait for something. Well, maybe the lifeguarding thing. Maybe you wait for something to happen, but you have to be vigilant the entire time, don't you, Jason?
Yes, we do. But we have a lot of time to think, and it's good. Like lifeguarding is good. That's one thing that I like because that's one of my it's my hobby and my job all at the same time because I love to go to the beach. I love to surf. I love to dive and fish. And we have times when we're working, we're able to do those things. So that's why I went into the field of lifeguarding because I wasn't that much a good student in school. So I became a lifeguard and just my life was actually a beach. I go to the beach every day for the past 32 years and enjoyed it. But the bad part about it is that the pay wasn't as good as if you would go to college or something like that. So I had to pick up another job, whereas to just supplement my income just so I could get by, and that's how I got into the film industry.
Now, Kelly, as a nurse, you're working pretty hard. I mean, I've had experience with nurses usually because I'm a patient, and I know you guys are like always on top of everything. So I mean that job in and of itself is a very stressful job, is it not?
Yes, it's exhausting. And I work in the ER too. So that's even more stressful and exhausting. And it's very tiresome on the body, working full time. And we have 3 small children at home. So it didn't really leave me much, not peace, but, when you got home and then you had to go and do it all over again, it was just like this wheel. And, it can only last for so long, I think. So we were definitely looking for, and then the only solution to that was just to work more, to get more money. And it was like, wait, I don't want to do that.
So do both of you have a goal to eliminate your jobs? I mean, is that something you guys are focused on doing?
Yes, definitely.
And how's the process going? Talk us through where it started and tell us where you're at in the process.
You want me to go, Kelly, or? Yeah. Well, our goal is, right now what we're doing is we're in lifestyles, and we're purchasing rental homes, and what that has done was given us direction. It given us momentum to push towards financial independence, and it's allowing us to hit the goals that we have, so that we could live the lifestyle that we want. And we have 4 properties now, but we constantly continuing to we still have our jobs, so we're constantly working and putting away so that we can continue to purchase more properties as we go along the way. And it's fulfilling, and it's knowing that we're not working just to work and then eventually retire at old age, but we're working towards something, and we're seeing the results with each purchase, and it's wonderful. It's giving us a more sense of, we can do this, and go out and go after the lifestyle we want. So there's a lot of times where we're like, like my friends, they all buying jet skis and e-bikes, and I'm like, oh, that looks cool. Wow. And then we snap right back and said, no, because for the price of those things, you can buy a house and have income coming in. So that's our goal is just to buy houses.
So these houses that you buy, are they on the beach in Hawaii, or are they up in the mountains?
No
way. What's the motto? Live where you want and invest where it makes sense.
Oh.
So it does not make sense to invest in Hawaii, but we would choose to live here. We don't want to move to anywhere else. So we invest in. We have 4 properties. 3 of them are in Texas, and 1 of them are in Tennessee. And so, yeah, it's wonderful because then the Lifestyles Unlimited allows us to live where we want, but invest where it makes sense.
It must wear you guys out taking those flights from Hawaii to Tennessee to check on your property.
We have never seen any of our properties.
What?
Nope.
Oh,
no way.
Wait, we saw it by pictures.
Pictures.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the wonderful thing about Lifestyle too, is because we get to build a team in these places, a trustworthy team, and so it enables us to be able to invest and rehab and build and rent, but still not have to constantly be flying over there all the time. And it's working. It's working really beautifully.
So do you guys rely on the internet and the telephone and those types of techniques in order to stay in touch with your team?
Yep.
How hard is that?
It's very easy. It's the only thing is that you have to wake up really early in the morning because of the time difference.
Because you guys are on the wrong side of the time clock, huh?
Yeah. But I mean, that's not really even an inconvenience now because it's so worth it.
Well, some of the best surf is in the morning, right, Jason?
Yeah. So right after we do all our real estate business early in the morning, then once it's done, I can go to the beach and go surf, or I go straight to work. Yeah.
Wow. Now I'm thinking about hanging 10 right now. I'm serious. I'm so serious. I mean, you guys have put my mind in a mindset where I'm on the beach with you. We're hanging out. We're kind of walking down the beach. Jason's grabbing a couple surfboards. He's waving me over, and he's going, "Come on, man, let's go hang 10." I mean, this is the lifestyle. I mean, this is great.
Yeah. We have one funny story that we were closing on a property, but Jason was kind of in the middle of the ocean on a jet ski.
Really?
So we were, I don't know how he was doing it. He was signing papers or talking to the realtor or the loan officer or somebody, and we actually closed on a house on a jet ski.
Oh my goodness. That is I have heard some pretty unique stories about how people do real estate transactions, and that one is the best. That is definitely the best. So he's floating around on a jet ski out in the Pacific Ocean, trying to close on a piece of that is amazing. How did you do that?
I had to stop because you could hear the engine in the background, and I hang on. And then we're having a conversation. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's one. I'll tell you what. The only reason I'm doing this radio show today is because Del Walmsley got inundated with the hurricane that hit Houston, Texas. But I will tell you, I got to call Del after the show, and I've got to tell him this story because I don't think he's going to believe it. I don't think he's even heard something as amazing as I closed on a transaction on a jet ski in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, floating around. But that's how we do it at Lifestyles Unlimited. I mean, if you want the prize, you go get the prize, and you don't let anything get in the way. When we come back from the break, we're going to get back into Jason and Kelly's story. It's a great story. Stick around.
Teaching you with a roadmap to creating the lifestyle you really want. Keep listening. The Del Walmsley Radio Show returns in moments.
Tired of living the life of quiet desperation? Want to retire but can't save fast enough? Let Del Walmsley and the team at Lifestyles Unlimited show you how.
I'm here to tell you, you got to take action now. You got 1 year, and at the end of 1 year, it's going to be just as crazy as it was.
Change your roadmap. Change your life.
So unlike when you go to retire and you think you have a pile of money and you're going to live off that pile of money and your goal becomes die before you run out of money, right?
Use real estate to create passive income.
Our goal here is just go out there and create the income stream. We don't care how big the pile is. That's irrelevant to us. Create the income stream we can live on, and then every year continue to build that wealth.
Build wealth.
You should be able to increase your income every year for the rest of your life. I have since I was 34 years old.
Get educated now at Lifestyles Unlimited. Text the word radio to 88007. That's radio to 88007. Join for $297, a 60% savings off the regular price. Text radio to 88007.
You're hearing the Del Walmsley Radio Show. Want more life-changing knowledge? Access our podcast and listen on demand at lifestylesunlimited.com under the radio tab. Now your host, Del Walmsley.
Welcome back to the Del Walmsley Radio Show, where the hype ends and the help begins. My name is Al Gordon. I am proudly sitting in for Del Walmsley. And on today's show, I have Jason and Kelly with me. And together, we're working on your financial freedom. So, guys, I know you've got another story in you that's just going to make me howl. I'm not sure you can top the I did a real estate transaction on a jet ski line. I mean, that is priceless. But Kelly, you went to one of our events that we call our Expo event, and this is a massive event that we throw annually for all of our Lifestyles Unlimited members. It's also open to non-Lifestyles Unlimited members, and if you want to check it out, you want to check out our Expo event. We're going to be in Northern Texas at the first weekend of October. And if you go to lifestylesunlimited.com, you can get all the information on the Expo. You can also get yourself signed up for it. There's hotel information. All that stuff is there. So Kelly, you've got a story about Expo.
So my husband, he was really into lifestyle when we first started. And I was not very much into it, but I would support him from a distance. I say, "Oh, great, honey. That's awesome. That's great. I don't want to know anything about it, but just go ahead and don't lose money." And it was cool because I didn't realize that was one of Dell's rules, that don't lose money. So then the Expo was coming up, and I knew he was going to go with or without me. So I was like, "Oh, wait, no, I want to go." So, okay, I'm just going to go to this Expo thing, and I'm just going to sit in the jacuzzi and go shopping all weekend, and I'll let him do his real estate thing. So I was like, yeah, I've never been to Texas. I'll go check it out. So we went to the Expo, and then I thought, okay, so to support him, I'll just go to the first meeting, and then I'm out of here. I'm going to go sit in the jacuzzi and go shop. So I go to the Expo, and I go to the first meeting or the seminar or whatever it was, the first thing, and I was like, holy moly, wow, this is awesome. This is amazing. And then from that first meeting for the rest of the weekend, I didn't see the jacuzzi once. I didn't go shopping once. And I was like at every meeting, every breakout session, I'd go early. I'd sit on the floor. I'd try and sit in the front row. And I was just like geeking out on this lifestyle stuff and realizing what my husband had already realized. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is awesome. And I was so motivated to do it. And then by the end of the weekend, we upgraded to preferred membership. And then within a couple months, we got into our first passive deals, and then just started just going forward from there. So it was just funny how it kind of turned around, where I went expecting to go shopping and sitting in the jacuzzi, leaving like this really on board with lifestyles and real estate. So it changed my life that weekend at the Expo, and I love the Expos.
Aren't you glad you at least took that first step to at least check it out? I mean, you didn't go right to the jacuzzi. You could have gone right to the jacuzzi, right?
Yes.
But you didn't. I mean, you're a wonderful, supportive spouse. You went to the breakout session with the intent that I'm going to sit 5 minutes in here. I'm going to tap my foot. I'm going to have my arms crossed, and then as soon as I can find the exit door, I'm out of here, right? But yep. Something happened. Yes,
I don't even remember exactly what it was that I heard, but it it was interesting, and I was like, wow, really? No, can't. But then just the more I listened and became educated, it was wonderful, and it had me wanting more and learning more and wanting to just buy more and learn more and do more. And I'm just so thankful that I went.
It made sense.
Yeah.
It made sense. So basically, you went into a session, and there's now I've got to describe this for the audience, because we're in a major convention center. I mean, we're not talking about a one-room hotel where we're having an event. We're talking about a major convention center where we've got multiple rooms scattered all over the place, and you could have gone into any one of those particular rooms, but you went into a particular room that gave you information that made you pay attention, that's now changing your life. I think that is so cool, Kelly.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what happened.
Did they ever teach you that stuff in nursing school?
No way.
How about lifeguard school, Jason? Did they ever teach you any of this real estate investing stuff in lifeguard school?
No way. The only similarity is me counting sand. There's a lot of numbers in real estate, and for lifeguard, we just count sand.
You count sand, really? Does it get that boring on the job that you have to count sand?
No, it's just a phrase that people tease lifeguards.
I get it. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, see, I learned something today. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm 60 years of age, and I actually learned something from you, Jason. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's talk a little bit about the culture. I mean, you guys are in Hawaii. Lifestyles Unlimited is based in Texas. All of your properties are on the mainland. Aren't you guys kind of like isolated out there in Hawaii?
Kind of. I mean, like, because it's, basically an island, and compared to the mainland, I feel that in Hawaii we like the pace very slow and chill and be on a easygoing type of lifestyle where you're not, trying to get somewhere. You just, what's that one term? Hanging loose.
Hanging loose, like the island life, right?
Yeah, and then just enjoying the time, but then that's also a double-edged sword, because it doesn't get you out of where you're at to get to where you really want to go, and
what gets in the way of a great life is a good life, because I'm having that same problem myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk to me about the community of Lifestyles Unlimited members in Hawaii. I mean, are you connected with anybody, or are you guys just out there doing this real estate thing by yourself?
No, we there's a big community of Lifestyles members here in Hawaii, and I feel from when I first got in, I thought, when I first signed up, I thought I was the only person on the island that was doing lifestyles because it was in Texas. But then when I went to a meetup and I met, there were 50 people there that was doing the same thing as me. So that's what kind of encouraged me to go forward with lifestyles.
And you guys, I mean, we could tell your ages on the air to millions of people. I mean, Kelly, you'd be down for that, right?
Oh, I don't mind.
Yeah, for sure.
No, you don't mind. Okay, well, go ahead. How old are you guys? Let's go ahead and ask the question.
Well, I'm 47.
And I'm 53.
Okay.
Yeah, 50.
So here's the follow-on question to that. How close are you to becoming real estate retired? Where are you in the journey to achieving that?
So what did you say, about halfway there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because I feel like with every house we buy, it just leads. I kind of do it with shifts because I'm an ER nurse, and then so the more houses we buy, the less shifts I have to work. So
I like that.
And so we're down to maybe 4 shifts a month for me now, and it's wonderful because then the next house we're gonna get will maybe bring me down to 3 shifts, and so because. My goal is to be a stay-at-home mom, and so the more houses we buy, the less shifts I have to work in the ER, And so that makes it a little bit more tangible for me. With the chunking is like with the more you buy, the more you, that cash flow can pay off an electric bill or a car payment, things like that. Well, for us, we do it with shifts. So then it allows me to work less and stay at home with the kids. And that's how it makes it a little bit more tangible for me in retiring.
So I'm trying to wrap my head around this. A shift is normally like 12 hours for somebody working in the ER, and you said your goal right now is to get down to 3 per month.
Yeah.
Yes.
not per week, per month.
Oh no,
right?
It used to be 3 per week, and
okay.
now we're down to about 4 a month, maybe 5 a month, and so it's there. Like there's light at the end of the tunnel. So that's why I'm loving lifestyles.
So you're literally down to working 1 day a week. If my little brain is formulating this correctly, you're down to 1 day a week.
Yes.
Man, that's got to feel awesome.
It is very awesome. That's why I love it. That's why I'm so motivated to just keep doing it and keep, buying more and just investing more.
Do you love nursing though? I mean, are you having withdrawal symptoms from maybe moving away from that career?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
I do love nursing. I mean, I love it, but if I had a choice not to go work in the ER and be at home with my children, then that's what I want.
That is an awesome goal. I think that's amazing. So, Jason, I mean, I think we pointed out earlier in the show that you're kind of living your lifestyle right now. You're living your dream. You've got the dream job. I mean, you go to work at the beach every day. But what if they decided tomorrow that, Jason, we don't want you to be a lifeguard anymore? How would that affect your family financially?
It would affect Kelly more because she would have to put up more shifts.
Okay.
Then I have to work.
It would be a little tough. It would be very tough. Without the real estate, I'll probably have to go find another job and work but because I enjoy lifeguarding so much, I think like another job would just be horrible.
So at the end of the day, I think what I'm understanding here is that Kelly is okay with leaving her career, and she's danger close to leaving that career. You, on the other hand, Jason, when you become real estate retired, I think you're going to continue to be a lifeguard because I think it's just in your blood, man. I think you love the beach. I think you love helping other people, and I think you're really good at what you do.
Yeah, I actually do. I mean, like because lifeguarding had become a lifestyle for me for 32 years, and I already have the years that I could retire with, the full benefits of whatever the city would provide for us. But I just stay in just because I love it.
Yeah, I think that's one of the neatest things that we get to do as Lifestyles Unlimited members once we obtain real estate retirement. We get to decide whether or not we continue doing the work that we've been doing for many, many years in order to meet the requirements of our households. Kelly, I mean, you're in a situation where you're ready to walk away from all those years of education, all those years of nursing, and you're okay with that. But Jason, you're cut from a different cloth, man. I think when we get you real estate retired, you're still going to be going back to that beach. So you might as well get paid for it while you're doing it because you're living the lifestyle that you've wanted. Now, you're not real estate retired yet, but you guys are on the way to real estate retirement. You are very, very close, and I can't wait. I'm serious. I can't wait to see you guys become fully real estate retired and to understand exactly what you do for the rest of your lives. If you want to do what Kelly's doing, you want to do what Jason's doing, you want to do what I'm doing, you want to do what Del Walmsley's doing, go to lifestylesunlimited.com, sign up for a free workshop, and let's get you going.
The information and opinions you hear on the Del Walmsley radio show are those of the host, Del Walmsley, his guests, and his callers. The Del Walmsley show is for entertainment purposes only. Please consult a professional regarding your personal investment needs. Nothing presented on the Del Walmsley show constitutes an endorsement, recommendation, offer, or solicitation to buy or sell any product or security.